Alright, it is just before 7 a.m. on Wednesday, and the journey to Neo Centerpoint starts now. Let's go! I have found myself a nice and quiet place here at JFK, as if that was even possible. But I found myself a place just a couple hours out here from my flight to Dubai. Looking forward to Neo Centerpoint, meeting everybody there, and kind of getting hype about Neo. So we'll see how that goes, but just enjoying the ambiance of JFK Airport right now. As you can hear, it's an ambiance. Anyways, I'm just going to sit here and enjoy my Shake Shack. It is the best burger there is out there. Don't at me, but I will defend its honor, and I will not tolerate any slander against it. But, you know. Anyways, halfway there, kind of. In theory, next time you see me, I'll be in Dubai. Looking forward to Centerpoint. Alright, just arrived at the hotel. It is now Thursday at 9:45 p.m. So that was a bit of a journey all the way from Canada land when I left, what was it, Wednesday at 7 a.m.? Whew! Time flies. Not really. It took forever. But happy and glad to be here in Dubai for Neo Centerpoint. Let's go! GM everyone, it is officially day one. It's like 6 a.m. day one of Neo Centerpoint. As any good Canadian does, I'm starting my day watching some hockey here. Go Stars. Hopefully they close it out here, we'll see. But yeah, I'm excited, I'm ready. Mostly ready. I gotta get ready. But day one Neo Centerpoint starts today at noon. See how it goes. Alright, that is a wrap for Neo Centerpoint day one. Long day, especially after a day of jet lagged, but I made it. And there was a lot of great, interesting discussion with Neo today, and I'm just going to kind of do a bit of a quick recap here to catch all of you that weren't in that room up on what's going on at Neo and what's new and what you can expect to see in the future. Okay. First, we have the core development updates. Now, the biggest takeaway for the upgrades that Neo is about to see is the block timing. It's been posted online already, so most of you know about this, but Neo is going to be moving from 15-second block times to 3-second block times. This is big for a number of reasons. It's a pretty big infrastructure change in the fact that most Neo apps, or at least a lot of them, are based off that 15-second counter. So, you know, they got to fix everything to work with the new 3-second block counter, and now gas rewards are going to be 1 gas per block instead of 5. Like, this is just a little bit that are going to be changing. But most importantly, I believe, and I'm a big proponent of this, is users want fast transactions. Cheap transactions, sure, but they want fast transactions. Now, you only have to wait 3 seconds for a 1-block finality on your Neo instead of 15. People are impatient, trust me, I know, I'm one of them probably. But that's a great step in the right direction, and honestly a big change to Neo to align it with some of the other blockchains that are out there. So I'm looking forward to that one. That was probably my biggest takeaway from that discussion. There was a lot of other technical mumbo jumbo, but we're not going to get into that. The most important thing, 3-second blocks are coming. Next was NeoGo. It's been a long day, I don't even remember what this one was about. Long story short, some SDK updates, node updates, a lot of technical. This one might have went over my head, very possible. Next we have the NeoX roadmap. This one's pretty interesting because like we hear a lot about Neo 3, obviously, and NeoX. But from my perspective as a user, and I'm sure other people will kind of feel the same way, is what is NeoX? Like, why do we use it? How do we use it? What's the point of it? Obviously, it's an EVM. The point of it is so it can attach and interact with Ethereum EVMs, Base, Arbitrum, Poly, you know, the EVMs. That's why it exists. But like, why do we need it? Why does Neo need it? And that's where this roadmap kind of gave a little bit of light on. Now, the key feature that NeoX, the Neo EVM, let's go over the key features, all right? It runs using gas, Neo Gas, the same gas that you generate by staking your Neo. The governance is gas. Governance will be coming soon where you can actually host a node and vote with your gas on NeoX. So that's kind of a big step. But like probably the key feature is going to be anti-MEV. If you don't know, MEV basically is what allows, for example, someone to see a transaction on a DEX that you're placing. Say you're trying to trade Ethereum for USDC. They can front run it by outbidding you right before you purchase, and then they can sell for profit right after. That's what MEV is at its core, the easiest explanation of it at least. And basically NeoX, it's not fully released yet, but it's coming. That won't be possible. No one can front run you. Your transactions can be masked so no one knows what's going on. That's like the key feature to NeoX, and I think that's going to have to be the main key feature that's going to be driving the platform. So it's going to be interesting to learn more, but yeah, like the roadmap, get that anti-MEV out, start getting the infrastructure so that people can run nodes, people can participate in the gas governance. I'd say that's my main takeaways from that. And also just understanding more and getting more use case and applications with NeoX. Looking forward to that. NeoFS, convenient timing. I just did a video on cassette, which utilizes NeoFS in a user-friendly, easy-to-use way. Basically, the story is there's been no data loss in NeoFS since its inception. 150 gigabytes in storage use so far. Now that's not much, obviously. The main thing I heard from the team about NeoFS is use it, people. It's there, it works great. Let's get some more adoption of it. It's a great product. Utilize the applications that allow you to utilize NeoFS and test the system out. They're not near capacity. That was made clear. So yeah, if you've been looking for some decentralized, and it's like dirt cheap, and they know it's dirt cheap. Like I just did that video. It costed me like a cent to do all the stuff I did on that video. Not that it was a ton of data, but basically was free. Like, it was nothing. It's like dirt cheap. So yeah, there's no reason not to use it. Next is SpoonOS. This one's interesting to me because I've been so into the AI agent space recently. And SpoonOS is basically Neo's upcoming agent infrastructure. It's the infrastructure that anyone can build upon to either launch AI agents, launch a marketplace that launches AI agents. Like, there's a lot, that can come with this. It's needed. The trend is AI agents, right? Like, that's not going away anytime soon. I definitely think it's going to play a big part in the future. And just imagine AI agents, sentient ones, creating and running the smart economy. I mean, that's to me, it seems like a perfect fit. So I'm really interested to see where SpoonOS goes with this. But yeah, the key story is SpoonOS AI agent infrastructure. That's what it is. It's the base code where anybody can use it to build AI agents or AI agent platforms. It seems pretty good. Looking forward to seeing it. And there's like incentive programs as well to develop on it. So hopefully that will get things going. This next topic to me was really intriguing. And from a basic user boy, which is me, perspective, it was very insightful to hear this. Basically just about the Neo Council and why Centerpoint exists in the first place, right? Centerpoint exists because they wanted Neo Council members and members of the community to get together and really push and build Neo, right? And I mean, Neo Council members, they make gas for every block. That's what they do. They validate, they vote, they earn gas for being a validator. What do they do with that gas? Nobody knows. They get a lot of gas. How many of these members, 21 of them, are actually participating in governance and growing the community and using that gas they're generating to actually build up Neo? Not as many as you'd like. If we're being honest, 20, 30%. It's pretty obvious which ones are pushing and which ones are active. I can tell you, the ones that are pushing and active, they're here in Dubai right now at Neo Center Point. So, it says a lot. Just a lot of discussion is how can we get these members that aren't contributing to start contributing, or how can we get members in the Neo Council that are actually going to help the community and participate. So I think this is a big, deep topic that is going to take more than one night of discussion, truly. But the story is the council wants everybody participating and helping grow Neo. Don't want anyone sitting around just collecting their paycheck and getting out. That doesn't help the ecosystem at all, right? So really interested to see what kind of ideas spawn from this and where we go from here. This is one, it's a touchy topic because, is the current infrastructure even built to deal with this? Who knows? We have to see. But I think it's something that's very important to be dealt with. This one was great to see. Maybe I don't pay enough attention to the ecosystem. I should maybe pay more. Neo is working with a marketing agency. They're called Lunar Strategy. Basically, Lunar Strategy is gonna do that marketing everyone's been waiting for. Everyone always asks, when marketing? Why no marketing? Well, it's coming, and it's coming from like a group of people. And I met these guys today. They know their crap, they know their stuff, and they know what to do with Neo. That, like, the thing about Neo is we all know it has a great community, small but mighty, and it has a really good tech. Like, the tech is fantastic, and it'd be great for so many use cases in the blockchain space right now, but it's not marketed well enough. And that's what this Lunar Strategy team is going to do. They're going to work with Neo. I kind of saw the roadmap. They have a really good idea what to do to drive more adoption, drive more people to join the Neo community, more people talking about Neo that otherwise normally wouldn't or hasn't in a long time, because it's an established blockchain. But it's fallen shy of the popularity of some of the other ones. I'm really interested to see what Lunar Strategy does for Neo and how their strategy kind of performs over the next few whiles. I don't remember the exact timeline, but the cool thing is they're here in Neo Center Point. They're integrating with the community. They clearly care about what they're doing, and they clearly know what they're doing. So really excited to see where that goes. Okay, and the last one we're doing for today's coverage, before day 2 starts tomorrow, is USA, USA. Dylan covered basically what's going on in the U.S. I know for a lot of people in the world, it seems a little chaotic down there, you know. But he basically just covered the good of what's been happening, and the good of what's been happening is regulation in the U.S. has been loosening for crypto. What does this mean? More companies that have been otherwise exiting the U.S. Crypto companies have been exiting the U.S. in the last few years because of how everything was going with the regulations. Hope is they start to come back once these regulations have been loosening, and they already have, but there's a few things that have to happen before it gets fully loosened, and obviously Neo's one of them. Neo's presence in the USA is basically completely vanished, and the idea is now that regulations are getting a lot less restrictive for crypto, it would be great to see Neo come back to the US and make a big presence there, because let's be honest, America, US, Canada, that whole area, there's a lot of crypto enthusiasts and a lot of money, especially institutional money, that is there, and Neo would be a great place for some of that, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's the good of what's going on over there. Crypto regulations, crypto companies are starting to make a comeback and take a stronger stance there in the USA. All right, that's my recap. As quick as I can do it. I might have rambled sometimes, but I'm tired as heck, so I'm gonna go to bed probably. Tomorrow is the last day of presentations, day 2 at Neo Centerpoint. I'll be doing one of them, just kind of talking about my general experience in crypto as a user to see if any of that information is valuable to the people of the world. Otherwise, I will see y'all tomorrow and do another recap of the cool stuff that I hear here at Neo Centerpoint. That's all. Hopefully this was useful for you, those of you who couldn't attend this event, and hopefully you learned something, or hopefully you get a little bit more excited about Neo after hearing this. That's kind of my goal here. I'm just reporting for duty here, covering the topics. All right, we'll see you tomorrow.